Hello, beautiful ones. I hope you're doing fine. Hello, beautiful ones. I hope you're doing fine. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to this activation. So I'm just waiting to see if I'm live. So I'm gonna check on my phone, make sure that I'm live. And if you're here, please comment. Please comment so I can see you. So let me see if I'm officially live here. I'm just waiting for anyone who wants to comment. Yes, I have one comment. I'm happy. I just need with technology to make sure that you hear me well. Can you hear me well and see me well? That would be wonderful. Perfect, yes. I've got you. That's wonderful. I guess there's a little delay, so I wanted to make sure that everything was okay. So we have Deb. We have beautiful celestial connections. Jill, yes. Brooke is here. Marianne, bonjour. Alison, Mandy, and Ali. Wonderful. I'm so happy you're here. Nilam, wonderful. So yes, invite your friends if ever you feel. Of course, they have to be part of this group, and but invite them for the replay. I hope you're all. Hello, Joe. Hope you're doing fine, Suzanne. Yes, I'm happy you can see me and hear me. So a lot of energies today for different reasons. I'm pretty sure I do not have to mention what is happening in the U.S. as well, but it's impacting energetically everyone. But it's just more than that. There's so much happening right now on all levels that today's connection is to help us clear the density, really clear the density around. And the density is around the planet, on the surface of the planet, in people's hearts, in people's minds. And today we will focus on something quite specific. I called it the cosmic passage. It was inspired by one of my most recent one-on-one session where out of nowhere, it felt like out of nowhere. It was not the initial intention, but one of my clients, one of my students, just became a what we call in French a passeur, which is really a person using her mediumship abilities to help souls cross over. And right now, there's a lot of them who have crossed over with fears, with anger, and even on the other side, they haven't fully processed their own fears and their own blockages, and it stays around the planet. So it's not a new concept or a new reality. It is and has been happening like that for a while, but energies are shifting so much that the light is almost blinding us, and it wants to finally clear the space around the planet. It wants to really clear this zone that I call the veil of illusion. Different people might call it differently, but when it's dense and when it's holding souls who haven't cleared their heart and are still holding so much anger and density in their hearts, then they stay very close to the planet. They might even stay close to those who hurt them or those who they love, but still they're lost, and their normal journey once they pass over, when they die, should be to go to the light and meet their loved ones and meet their guides, and of course reconnect with their higher self, so they're one unique unity. So this journey should be for all of us a journey of remembrance, a journey of returning to all that we are. And it is meant to be this way, but depending on how you left this 3D reality, and we know there's a lot of tensions, there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of pressure right now on the planet, more than before. I'm just waiting to see if they're confirming if it's really more than before. They're saying yes, more than before. People are dying with resentment, and that creates density around the planet. And today, the invitation for this cosmic passage activation is really to help us all, help souls who are stuck in this illusionary reality where some believe they're still alive, where some people feel that they haven't finished their mission, so they're hanging on to the planet but not hanging on with an energy that will uplift our reality. We need them. We need them to really see, no, your journey as a physical being is over, but you can still heal, you can still work on elevating your own vibration as a soul, so the energy around the planet is less dense. So it's not what we do when we're alive, it's also how we transition. And again, most of us right now, and I guess you're all here identifying yourself as light workers, or at least awakening light workers, awakening to your divine intuitive powers, the light is more predominant. The light is brighter than ever. But the light is also brightening up some areas of our reality that are darker and that we did not fully connect with before, because it was hidden, because it was well hidden underground. So it creates a lot of fear, it creates a lot of anger, a lot of resentment, and a lot of feelings around not feeling that this reality is beneficial, this reality can bring happiness. So people are trying to find what ideal reality they can experience. So I won't expand too much on it. I think we're all ready to just experience this. It will be again a shorter session. I will try to hold it until 2:30, 2:40 my time, so a total of 20 to 30 minutes. Again, you will get some benefits from it, of course. You will feel that energetically your heart center right here is opening up. You will release as well some blockages, some fear, some doubt, some feelings of not being enough, some feelings of not feeling aligned with whatever is happening around us. So we want to regain access to the clarity that our mission as light workers will shift everything. So of course, everyone can be a light worker, but not everyone is ready to identify themselves as a multidimensional human being. So those who can, or put in a category of light workers, those who are working for the light. But again, this is not a private club. Everyone can join at any time. But it's time to clear the energy. It's time to bring our energies together, join them together, so we can clear whatever is dense around the planet, and at the same time clear our hearts and elevate our own vibration. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? And the best position is to be seated, feet touching the ground, back well supported, and of course not to be disturbed for the next minutes or so. Just put some either likes or love or comments, just to say comment, just to see you're ready. Bonjour Sophie. So when you're ready, I'm just waiting for you to say, yes, we're ready. Yes, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So get comfortable and we will just enter this energy. I haven't prepared anything. I don't know where they're going to take us. All I know is that what we're going to do is going to really open and extend the vortex, and we need that. We all need that. So all right, beautiful ones, time to close your eyes and feel comfortable. I invite you to take a deep breath in through the nose and release completely until no more breath, like a big sigh of letting go, a big Let's do this 3 more times. Beautiful. So use your powerful imagination to create images in your mind, and remember, there's no wrong way, right way. Everything is perfect, and you are channeling with me. I'm just with your help, with the presence of your higher self and your own energy, opening a vortex so we can all access a higher frequency, and that frequency will allow us to clear this field of energy, and some of this field is trapped around our reality, so the souls can cross over and the energy around the planet feels a lot lighter. It will impact those who are still going through difficult realities, or sick, or lost, still alive on this planet. What we do today will help them as well. Imagine a beautiful field of energy all around your physical vessel. It looks like a little bubble of light. And this bubble is very thin. It allows you to see everything that is outside the bubble, but you're inside. And inside you feel relaxed, you feel connected, and your body is simply surrendering to the experience. Your mind is open, ready to welcome this channeled experience with trust, confidence, and excitement. This experience resonates deeply with your heart. There's a deep connection between you, your mission as a human being, your mission as a light worker, and the impact you can have on others. Even though you might never see these people, you know that you're radiating an energy that goes beyond your ability to see how far it goes and how much it is impacting others. You do not need any kind of confirmation that you are impacting others. You simply trust and surrender. As I speak right now, your heart center is blooming, expanding, opening up. It's as if you had opened a doorway right in your physical center, in the middle of your chest, and light was pouring out, simply pouring out of your energy center. So from an external perspective, if you could look at yourself, you would see an opening in your heart center and a light coming out, as if within you there was a powerful flashlight allowing you to see life in all its different layers, allowing you to see all the different and upper dimensions beyond your physical and conscious reality. I will count from 1 to 5, and as I count from 1 to 5, you will sense, see, and feel that somehow your consciousness is going through the portal in your heart center, as if you were navigating, flying, floating through your heart center. And at 5, you will be on the other side. You will be on the other side of your heart center. Your heart center is a portal to a higher vibration, allowing you to connect to your higher self, which is you vibrating at a higher frequency. You will have a different perspective of Earth. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5. Now just enter the portal. Enter. You're right there. Beautiful. And you feel a lot lighter. No weight, no thoughts, no expectations. Completely open to what is. But if you look around, you feel yourself floating in space. And you see your brothers and sisters who are doing a similar healing work. Some are already present live here, some are watching the replay, and some are not even conscious that we're doing it at the same time as they're doing it. And if you look down, you see Earth. You see the planet, clear, beautiful, radiant. And if you look closely, there's kind of a layer of darker energy around, like as if you were actually seeing through clouds. So you can see the planet, but you see that there are zones of cloudy areas, denser areas around the planet. All together, brothers and sisters of light, holding each other's hands. I will count from 1 to 3. As soon as I say 3, we're all together going closer to this layer of light, to this layer, should I say, of cloudiness around the planet. And we will gently penetrate this area around the planet. And we will continue the experience from there. We're holding each other's hands, and we're all ready. 1, 2, and 3. Moving in. We're now in this layer between higher dimensions and the physical reality on the planet. And if you look around, it may look like cloudy energy, denser energy, but you start to hear sounds. You start to hear people speaking. Some are crying, some are laughing, some are asking for help, some are lost, some are completely blind and mute and surprised by the fact they're here. And the sounds and the visions are becoming clearer and clearer. And they're starting to see us. We're a group of many, many light workers. We're brothers and sisters. And they start to see us. And they're coming to us. They're coming to us with questions. What am I doing here? Why am I here? What happened? I need to get out. I want to go back. Some are lost and feel completely like zombies, while others are simply holding on to our energy, holding on as a connection. Take the time to see them. Everything's fine, everything's safe. Actually, we're starting to feel the impact we can have on these souls. And because we're so many together, remember, not only those who are alive, present during this connection, are structuring the light we're all creating. There are so many other light workers who are joining across time and space. And look around. How many souls and beings do you see? How many voices do you hear at the same time? You're not here to focus on one specifically. We are going to lead these people, these souls, to the light. We are, through this conversation, explaining to them that they have departed from the physical reality. Some have departed quite recently, others have been here for decades or centuries. Really, really a long time. Some people or some souls do not know that there's something else out there. And through this communication, they receive telepathically our very genuine desire to help them. We do not need to tell them that they have crossed over, that they have left their physical vessel, and what they are experiencing right now is not their reconnection with what they may call Source, God, their higher selves, or all that it is, that there's more to it. And we will lead them to the light. You still feel your brothers and sisters, light workers. And as we speak right now, if you look up in your vision, you see a really massive opening of light. This is the portal we took to go from higher dimensions down to this veil of illusion. But now it's expanding. And all those souls who were trapped in this veil of illusion are starting to see the blue sky. Some are already flying up through the portal. They don't need us to take them there. Just because we're here, the opening has extended and expanded, so you can already see souls simply being completely magnetized by the light, and they're flying upward to the light. Some are staying closer to us. These will need our support as we will rise with them. There are some children, there are some adults and older people. They just need to have a strong presence with them, as they are not sure what's on the other side, so we just appear to them like angels. They think we are angels. We know that we're all holding this angelic vibration within ourselves, but to them we appear like angels. And it is important that we connect to this vibration. It will help you to understand so much when you also connect to angels. You can also connect to the human aspect of these angels. We are together. A lot of souls have already crossed over simply because we expanded the portal. Some of these souls are feeling greeted by some of their loved ones who are now greeting them. They're ready to see them. Their consciousness has expanded and returned back to a higher frequency, so they start to remember that there's more. There's a return to the higher self, a return to source, a return to their multidimensional selves. And they're ready. Now I will count from 1 to 5. As I count from 1 to 5, we will all rise together, and we will take with us all the remaining souls who did not want to cross over on their own, and they wanted to be with us to do so. A lot are doing it on their own, but some, and from my perspective, I see a few children. They might want to hold your hands or your hand, and let's do this together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Up. Rising up now. We're going so fast, it's like we're a rocket ship. And everyone that had connected to our light is rising with us. We're not leaving anyone behind. And feel with them the density dissipate completely. We're now in a state that some people could call heaven. It's just a higher dimension. A dimension where the illusion has completely dissolved, the illusion that there's only the earth reality that matters and then everything's over. There's only the earth density that is reality. They're starting to see. Every one of us will have a different vision of what this quote-unquote heaven is. But each soul that has been hanging on to us so they could rise to this higher frequency is now ready to let go of our hands. They are being greeted again by loved ones who were vibrating at this frequency. They are being greeted by their guides, their soul family. You might look at them and see that they're dressed completely differently. They're smiling, their eyes are showing happiness. They're dressed a lot lighter. They're just at a different frequency. Thank you for this work. Now we look at all these souls we helped cross over as they look at us. Everything is happening telepathically. You see their smiles. You see their joy in their eyes, and you know they have reconnected to the divine love, to their divine nature. You feel their gratitude, and you know that now their soul has cleared the gray area around the planet, and they will move on. Continue on their journey of learning, of evolution. They all have a different journey, and they're okay to let Earth go as it is right now until they decide, if that is their desire, to return back to Earth for a new mission, for a new lesson. Take a deep breath in through the nose and feel a lot of gratitude towards these souls who have accepted to trust us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Feel their gratitude in return, and their gratitude feels like a unique flow of energy that is now going to be anchored deeply in your heart center. You will feel all these elevated souls in your heart, and you will feel your own energy shift as you can be actually extremely proud of this journey, of this mission you have accomplished. This mission you have accomplished is part of your training, and whether you feel it is a mission of yours or not, from time to time you may be invited to help souls who are lost to cross over. It will always be done in a loving setting, as you know how to do it from now on, if ever this experience appears to you. Either way, you have shifted your frequency by doing so. We have cleared the area we connected with in this field of illusion, and it feels lighter. It will feel lighter for you. But we have cleansed part of this area. You're invited, if you desire, to repeat this experience. Some of you have now activated this process and will do it during nighttime, whether they're aware of it or not, whether they remember it or not. It's not important. There's kind of an agreement that may have taken place right now, so you continue this cleansing of energies around the planet so souls can evolve, heal, and trust that there's more. to this physical reality, make peace with their earth incarnation and how they have crossed over, so their soul can feel at peace and eventually integrate all the lessons. I will count from 5 to 1, and you will feel yourself returning back down to the 3D reality that you call life on Earth. You will feel lighter. You will feel that you have accomplished something you can be proud of. You will feel that you have unlocked a new ability within you. Whether this ability is completely clear or not right now is not important. The next 48 hours will reveal that you have attained another level of accomplishment, of expression as a light worker, which could mean upgraded intuitive abilities, upgraded soul purpose on this planet, or simply a sense of well-being, of alignment with your soul purpose as a light worker. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're anchored back down into your physical body, feeling strongly connected to Earth and Gaia. Gaia is thanking you for this work, which is immense for her, as she sometimes finds it difficult to work with all the dense energies happening on the planet. We helped her clean her vibrational atmosphere so she can breathe better. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Whew. I don't know how it was for you, but it was quite powerful. Oh. Please, before we disconnect, we can stay connected for another 5 minutes or so, please. First of all, move your body if you need to. I feel like, I will probably need to either go for a walk or something. That's okay. It's part of, returning back to this reality and acknowledging the depth of what we have done. And just know that we're not the only ones doing this, but we did it consciously and we did it as a team. And that's quite powerful. Yeah, that was really beautiful. I would be curious to see what you saw. Did you see beings? Did you see souls? Did you see the transition? I mean, I can speak while you guys are writing down, but I saw like hundreds of souls, and I could see that some had been there for hundreds of years. I could feel, of course, when you see a soul, sometimes you may see just their light, but in this case, because they were trapped into this, veil of illusion, I could see the last physical appearance, or the physical appearance they want to be seen as when they were still alive. And some were really holding, or wearing, should I say, clothing from I heard that one was from 1100 somewhere. So it's just amazing. Yeah. Sophie says sacred geometry. Yeah. Sacred geometry, pyramids, lots of light. Yeah. And again, we're all here working with different collectives of light beings, of galactic beings. We all have a different mission. So for you, this journey might have involved specific guides or specific energy or energies. But what was so important, well, you see, Jill says, I didn't see much, but I felt, and it's okay, we all have different intuitive abilities, but you will clear your vessel by doing this, even though the mission was to help the collective. And again, we're helping ourselves. Every time we're helping the collective, we're helping ourselves, so our daily life becomes a lot lighter. Oh, Sophie said she sang too. Yeah, no wonder why. Yeah, you spoke galactic language or light language. Yeah. Yeah, you could see, Brooke says you could see a second before. I couldn't, yeah, and it's okay. You see, that's why I say we're channeling together. And the more we work together, meaning you're working within my field of energy, uh, the more connected we will be. So it's almost like a telepathic thing. And by the time I verbalize it, you have already seen it. So that makes total sense. Yes, Suzanne says, I saw many souls, adults, children, sunlight. Yeah, yeah. Jenny says, I have kept a lot of souls in my womb for protection, and there was definitely some release. Yes, yes. You don't need to keep anything, but I understand what you mean, but just like for everyone. Um, if you're highly sensitive, it is possible that you connect to this veil of illusion where souls are trapped and they're holding on to you. I still work with light workers who feel sometimes energetically low or distorted, and we realize that some souls are still hanging on to them, and that's normal. I think it can happen to anyone at any time during this process of awakening, of elevation of our intuitive abilities. But it is important to release them, not only the ones who are attached to us, but the ones who probably haven't seen a being of light, and to them. And that was really important. To them, we appeared like angels. To them, we appeared like beings of light. And that puts you in perspective when you channel. People who are appearing to you as angels, as guides, could also be human beings who are elevating their frequencies to a level where they can move you ahead, or they can take you with them so you can elevate your frequency. So it's a whole discussion we could have around, how we can be everywhere all at once. And an aspect of ourselves is light. So of course we're helping others in this way. So yeah, I had many beings from definitely ancient times. So it means that they have been trapped. For them, it may not have appeared like, centuries, but for us, we know like they have been trapped there thinking they were still alive or there was nowhere out. And some people have crossed over very recently. It's quite touching. It's quite touching. So if ever you feel like doing this on your own or repeating this activation, feel free to do it. I don't think there will be too much or too many of these cleansing experience. Mainly not right now, because there's so much density that people are leaving this planet with a lot of despair and it's not the case for everyone. It is important to also say that not everyone is lost. Some people are just crossing over the veil of illusion, and they're going to higher dimensions quite quickly, regardless of what their life was on the planet. So we are, of course, working with those who are trapped. But there are some who have done the work on their own, and that's wonderful. So you can repeat this. So let me read Marianne. Thank you for this work of light. Yes, it's true. It's really good. Yeah. So for you, you remove the shadows. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, actually burping, yawning, having your stomach gargling is a sign of connection to higher dimension and cleansing. So that's very good. Yeah. I will read all your comments because it's in French, and it's harder for me to translate right away simultaneously. You felt that you were awakening many light workers that were not awakened. That's wonderful. So that's the impact when you say that you're feeling this. That's the impact you have on Earth. It's hard to measure everything or the impact of everything we're doing right now. We focused on the souls who needed to cross over, so the energy around the planet is not stuck into fear, because these beings who are stuck are scared. They're really, really scared. Imagine, for them it's like being stuck in a place where they don't see a light and they have no clue where they are, or they are ghosts, and they're simply looking to enter in contact with the ones they lived with, and they don't understand why they don't respond to them. So it's a long process for some, it's a quick process for others, but they do impact us here on earth. It is beneficial for humans who are alive to help souls cross over. Whether you consider yourselves a medium or not, at this point, as light workers, you are multi-dimensional beings using your multi-dimensional intuitive abilities. I kind of used a lot of words together, but you cannot say you're just a healer. At this point, you can, of course, but your powers are expanding beyond this, and it is important to welcome these new abilities, because you might be called on different to help on different levels. I don't consider myself a medium, but I have these abilities. So when I'm being asked to help, why would I do that? Just because I consider myself a light worker mentor? No, of course not. I can help, and we can help. And remember, not only do you help yourself by ascending a lot faster, and ascending is not leaving this reality, it's unlocking more of your light code, so you remember all that you are, so you can develop more your intuitive abilities and practice self-healing onto yourself. This is what it means. So yeah, Brooke, it felt so safe doing it in a group, holding hands. Yes, yes, yes. And actually, the holding hands, yes, was for those of us who were kind of wondering, are we going to get into a dark zone? Remember, we're not talking about like heavy, dense energies like you may see in some of these horror movies. I don't say it did not happen, as some people are experiencing this, but I'm not vibrating at this frequency. So it means that as soon as we create something together, we don't enter into those lower frequencies. And the veil of illusion is not negative per se. It's just based on how scared people are and how they departed. If they departed like, oh my God, I don't know how I died, I don't know why I died, or you died and you were angry fighting, of course, your experience of that transitional zone might be very, very heavy. But some people are holding a different frequency still within this zone. But yes, yeah, you also, Dad says she saw also children, many children. Yeah, I want to thank you for doing this. I will definitely tag my friend and and student Hannah, who had a similar experience, because she had so many souls, and I talked about this experience earlier in a previous actually it was last week, it felt like 3 weeks, but I think it's last week. So I shared her experience, and we were one-on-one when we did a similar experience. But you can repeat it. You can repeat it with your friends, with alone, or with colleagues. You can repeat this activation as often as you want. And I know you're activated right now to do it, so chances are that you will do it in the dream time. You won't even remember it, but you will definitely impact this zone in a certain way. So it's time for me to let you go. I hope you enjoyed this experience. And again, we're meeting every first Tuesday of the month in a live experience here in the group. If you feel some of your friends would be interested joining these activations or watch the previous activations, remember they're all archived in the guide section, and it's called Cosmic Resonance. So you will find, and another one, actually there's two sections, one Cosmic Resonance and one is weekly activations. There's at least 100 activations there. So invite anyone you feel who could either be part of this journey or is ready to enter this journey. So I'm sending you lots of love, and I hope to see you soon. And come back tomorrow or in the days that are following this session, just to let us know how you're integrating all this, because your life is going to change after that, for sure. Bye for now, and thank you for being here. Bye-bye.